when I was hiking out to my planned location, which is this waterfall. I came across this spot, and I just I just on a hunch decided that I would set up the camera and leave this and just run it as a time lapse. I used all of the functions of my Sony camera to try um, to set it up so that I would start shooting later. So I used interval shooting, and I set the camera to start in 99 minutes because that would be after sunset. And then I set up the interval so that it would take a shot and then with a 1 second delay, take another shot. I set it up to take 2,000 shots, thinking that that would kind of get me through the majority of the night. And that's how many shots I had left on that memory card. And I used the remote commander to find infinity focus. So I know if you've done any kind of night shooting and you're trying to figure out how to set infinity during the daytime when you can't see a star to focus on, that's how I got around that. Is I just used that Sony remote commander and I found infinity focus. Then I used the interval shooting to set it on a delay, and I had to guess at the settings. So I started by figuring out, how am I going to get minimal star trailing? What's sort of that minimal star trailing point for me at that focal length? And I think it was 6 seconds, which can be long for aurora shooting. If the aurora is really moving or really dancing, then I'm probably going to want to be shooting much shorter shutters, so 2 seconds. But I had to make a decision on that. When you're in the north, you like the aurora it's like pretty much every night. So even if it's sort of low level activity, it'll be something. So I kind of guessed a little bit in my settings. So it was a 6 second exposure to get the aurora, the stars sharp without much trailing. 4,000 ISO. I know that that's an ISO that's really clean on the Sony A7S III. I can shoot at 4,000, and you really don't see a lot of noise, especially in the time lapse with everything moving. So yeah, I just set it all up ahead of time and walked away. I thought it rained on that camera. It actually did rain, but I had a rain sleeve on it, so the camera was protected. There's a couple points in the very start of the time lapse. If you look carefully, you can see a raindrop had kind of exploded on the lens and dripped down. When you shoot with a wide angle lens like the 12, I've got a lot of scene to work with. And so in post, what I'm able to do is create a 4x5 version and then use like a Ken Burns effect to move through to pan across the shot. And so then you get you get all the motion of the time lapse, but you get also the slide motion. And it's because I'm shooting so high.